Hey superstar, it's Gavin here from Wake Up Fulfilled. Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for light workers and empaths who want to manifest an inspired life. I'm so excited for this video because I'm going to be sharing with you 3 things that keep you locked in a low vibrational state and how to break free so you can dramatically raise your vibration and dramatically shift your life. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand and have clarity on what you need to do going forward into 2020 to have an amazing year, to have the best year you've ever had. So make sure you stick tuned and apply all of these particular principles that I'm about to share with you. And if you want to win my sleep shifting course, be sure to comment below. I am a superstar. Oh yes. To win my sleep shifting course, we select 3 winners a week. So make sure you stay tuned to find the winners, to know when you're notified for the winners. And also in the next video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to communicate with the universe. So click the subscribe and notification bell in order to get that video. This is very powerful because communicating with the universe is one of the most important things. And I'm going to be kind of diving into it in this video, but I'm going to be going in more detail in the next video. So tip numero #1 here is to understand that your perception of reality is keeping you locked in a low vibrational state. Your perception of reality, right? The way you think about life. Okay, life is an energy. Life is its own energy. I want you to understand it's on a deep and fundamental level. If life was a human being and it was a romantic relationship that you was having with another human being, how would you treat it? Honeymoon period. How are you going to treat life in the honeymoon period? How do you treat your partner that you're dating in the honeymoon period? With respect, with love, with appreciation, with fun, with a lot of energy and vigor, right? A lot of passion behind it, right? That's how you would treat that partner. But guess what? Our perceptions of reality doesn't allow us to go there, or we don't do that. We don't have those habits, traits, and behaviors. And so you want to imagine life as another human being, and you want to start treating it with abundance and love and passion and respect, despite what you're going through right now. Now this is hard to do. I know. I grew up in a really rough neighborhood. I know what it's like. I grew up in the ghetto. I had certain emotions, certain ways of thinking. There was one point where I had anxiety and depression. You know, I was in toxic relationships. And all these things and ideas and perceptions about myself, low self-esteem, feeling like I'm not good enough, like I don't have an education, so how am I ever going to be successful at being an entrepreneur and helping people? I had all of these identities, ideas, values, and stuff about myself, perceptions about myself that would inflict me being in lack and a low vibrational state, keeping me locked in the low vibrational state. So what I'm sharing with you, I want you to have sort of a long-term perception of who are you wanting to become, and understanding it takes time. Growth takes time. Expansion takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. And I want you to understand, into 2020, you can begin, shifting yourself into this person that you are wanting to become. You'll be surprised at how fast you can grow, but at the same time, you want to have a long-term vision. And the reason I'm saying this is people want to be this greatest version. They want to be this idealistic person as fast as humanly possible. Now, it is possible to make huge shifts, especially with neutrality shifting coaching. But what I want you to understand is that you need to be patient with yourself and take those steps towards where you want to be. So ultimately, what I'm saying here is you need to fall in love with life, despite what is showing up for you in your reality. What's showing up for you is your history. What's showing up for you is your past lives, your karma, your DNA, your actions, your inherited vibrational frequencies, and this lifetime's thoughts, frequencies, and emotions. So what's showing up for you is the past. It's your job to realize your power. It's your job to realize how powerful you are, to literally eradicate that past, that history, to shift that history completely into a new way of being. And I want you to understand that shifting your perception, shifting this, is not just about you. This is about your legacy. This is about what's going forward and what you're passing on to your kids, to your family, generations down the line. What do you want for them? You got to think long term about how this will shift your whole family dynamic into the future. What's the imprint? What's the energy that you're going to imprint into this lifetime so that it affects other lifetimes, so it affects your family, so it affects your friends, so you are, a conduit for expanding the consciousness of the planet. You don't have to do big things like have a big, large YouTube channel or anything like that. No, it's just about working on yourself and becoming a higher vibration. That's it. Changing your thinking, becoming more pure. That's it. If I could tell you to do one thing in life and you did this one thing, then it would just radically shift this entire universe. And that is to become more pure. Work on your purifying your thoughts, purifying your emotions, purifying how you think about others, purifying how you think about yourself. Forget manifestation, forget making money, forget becoming successful. Become more pure inside of yourself. I'm not saying to totally forget it. I'm just saying like this should be like a higher priority to become more pure and become more loving and become more 5D, become more spiritual, become more spiritually aligned with God. And then work and operate from that space, manifest from that space, a space of abundance. And so as you begin to do this, as you begin to work on yourself, despite what you are going through, then that's what's going to shift your reality. That's what's going to put you in a higher vibration. And one of the words that I used in my previous video is the word dispel. Start dispelling your beliefs. Start dispelling your thoughts and start shifting in who you would prefer to become. The next thing that I want to share with you that I hardly ever see people talk about in the law of attraction community is your energy cords. Your energy cords to other people. There's this thing in spirituality called energetic cords, energy cords. And what happens is when you have relationships with people, what happens is you have energy cords connected, like umbilical cords, right? They're like umbilical cords where it's like wires connected to other people. And especially when you make love, when you're having sex with other people, these energy cords are created. And so I want you to understand that sex is a very big deal. I'm going to be talking about sex in one of my videos really soon. I've been celibate for over 1 year. I'm going to make a video talking about that. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell in order to get that video. But what I'm saying is that when you have romantic relationships, you have relationships with your family and stuff like this, you have energetic cords, energetic ties to these people on the unseen, in the unseen. They're like umbilical cords. And so what I want you to understand is that the energy is transferring between you and that person now that you have a relationship. And to immediately become a high vibration, to get out of being in a low vibration, is to cut these negative energy cords. And you get these energy cords from brain to brain, from heart to heart, to sexual organs to sexual organs. Just want you to know. And I want you to realize that when you are having sex, right, your chakras are aligning with their chakras. So there's a transference of energy with the chakra system. I want you to understand this on a deep level. Be careful who you make love with. Okay, make sure they're working on their energy, right? You don't want to be sucking up any crap, right? And so we want to understand this on a deep level as well. Okay, so in order to cut energy cords, there are plenty of videos here on YouTube on cutting energy cords. There are energy healers. I have a course called Liberating You that teaches you how to cut energy cords. But it's simply, you can imagine your hand as a big red sword or a big blue sword, and you're just cutting cords, okay? You're cutting your cords. Cut, right? Cutting your energy cords, okay? And you can think of a specific person, you can think of a specific ex or something like this, and you can cut cords from them. Usually when you're thinking about someone over and over and over again and you can't get over them, sometimes it's codependency, sometimes it's energy cords, and you want to cut your energy cords from all people so that you naturally become a high vibration. Now, one of the things I want to share with you is that when you cut energy cords, let's just say it's from a romantic ex relationship, right? What happens is that person starts to call you and contact you again. It's very interesting because that person was sucking your energy, and now that they've lost your energy, they want to go and get that connection back. So if someone shows back in your life again, be sure to keep them out, right? Be sure to keep them out. That's the universe testing you to keep your energy in a high vibration, okay? So that's the tip. cut energy cords. There's videos here on YouTube all about it where you can just follow the meditation and cut your energy cords. Do that for, a certain amount of time till you feel like you're a higher vibration. Okay, very, very powerful stuff. Now, the last thing I want to share with you is that your addictions are keeping you in a low vibrational state. Addictions. I know it doesn't sound sexy, but when we have vices, for example, sugar, we can't help but go for sugar, or the mobile phone, we can't help but go on social media, or we can't help but smoke weed, or we can't help but take drugs, or smoke alcohol, or take medication, or whatever it is. Whatever we're addicted to, if it's women, if it's sex, pornography, whatever we're addicted to is taking our vitality, it's taking our attention, it's taking our focus, it's taking our power. And what I would advise is never give away your power to the third dimension. Never, ever give away your power. Your power is your power. You can share a little bit of power, but don't give away your power to some external thing. Oh, I want that car, and so I'm going to give away my power. I desire it. I want it. I want to manifest this car into my life. You're giving away your power. I want this woman. This woman's so attractive. I need to have her in my life. Or this man so attractive. He's so amazing. Is that you're giving away your power? Okay, you want to have a sense of confidence and respect for your own power and build that power. You can share a little bit. You can have a little bit of my power, right? But I love myself. I appreciate myself. I respect myself. I respect my energy. My energy is my currency. And I can't just, give it all away to you. You wouldn't just give away all of your finances, right? So don't give away all of your energy into the 3D. Don't give away all of your energy into this stuff that doesn't serve you. Okay, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. The 3D is secondary to your own energy. The 3D is something that doesn't necessarily need to happen in order for you to feel good. You can feel good in being in the now and realizing how powerful you are, and then having the 3D be secondary and manifesting the things that you want in your life. You're in a state of power, you're in a state of confidence, you're in a state of certainty, and you are approaching life from that place. You see how that works? So you're working on yourself by removing your addictions. Now, one of the key things that I've seen people struggle with is phone addictions. And phone addictions, what you can do is you can actually turn your phone on to black and white. Make your screen black and white. And when you make your screen black and white on your phone, you literally don't want to use your phone anymore. It literally instantly, you're like, ugh. Like, it's really amazing. And you can imagine, like, back in the day, we used to watch black and white TV, right? And black and white TV, it's not as addictive. You don't want to keep on watching and watching and watching. It's like, oh, yeah, it's black and white, watching it, entertained for a little bit, but then you can walk away. It's like with the phone, it's like we can't help but pick up our phone and look at our phone, check for texts and all this stuff. This stuff happens to us, and we want to put our phone in black and white. It might sound a little bit strange, but it will stop you from being addicted to your phone. It's really, really powerful, and it can radically shift your life. So the 3 tips that I have to share with you is your perception of reality. Again, life, how you address life is how it will address you, okay? Life is depending on how you dress her. Okay, so you want to address life in a way in which you want to see, okay? Despite what you're experiencing right now, because this is a collection of your history. And when I say your history, not just your lifetime, I'm talking about past lifetimes. I'm talking about your DNA. I'm talking about your behaviors from your family and their family and their family. Well, you're, going back, right? Their mom and their mom and their mom and their dad and their dad and their dad, going back. This is all a part of who you are here in the now. Okay, and you have to break free of all of that. Right? And so you have to realize that. And so once you shift all of that, once you realize it's not your fault, right? Now you can say, okay, I'm going to dispel this stuff, right? I'm gonna say this is not who I am. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and I get to choose how I feel right now. I get to choose to change my reality. I get to choose to change my perceptions, my thoughts, my emotions about reality. And when life sees that, hey, you look grateful. When life sees you're appreciative. When life sees, oh, you love me. Guess what? It's gonna love you back, and it's gonna give you a bunch of stuff. Number 2 is cutting your energy cords. There's videos here on YouTube on how to cut energy cords. There's meditations. You can also imagine your arm as a sword and cut cords from certain people and your past relationships and all that stuff, and also protect your energy in regards to having sex. Okay, I'm not just talking about protection in terms of wearing protection condoms and stuff like that. I'm talking about spiritual protection and making sure that you're not making love to people, you know, that are, you know, low vibrations. Number 3 is addictions. Okay, your addictions to social media, to your phone, to pornography, to alcohol, to smoking, to TV, television that tells lies on your vision, you know, stuff like this. How can you make it a non-addiction? How can you move away from having these vices? And I recommend having one vice, okay, and the vice is to be addicted to your purpose. That's the only vice I recommend having, okay? So you're constantly a high vibrational state because you're living your passion, you're living your purpose work, and you're doing that, okay? So if you like this video, be sure to comment below. I am a superstar, oh yes! And recently we opened the doors to neutrality shifting coaching. We have a very powerful coach. His name's Guillermo. He's got 20 years experience in shifting people into being the person that manifests the life that they want. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. When you are the beingness, you become the thing that you want to manifest, okay? The beingness is what creates reality. Your personality, who you are energetically, thoughts, feelings, emotions manifest your reality, and we can shift you into the reality that you want. Eradicate self-doubt, limiting beliefs, the voice in your head that's stopping you from getting where you want to be. So there'll be a link in the description if you want to find out more about that, and there should be a video on screen right now saying one-on-one if you want to check that out. So with that being said, keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.